Welcome back to Minglewood Hall. It's ladies' night out. It's time for some women's action in the flyweight division. Here comes Briannah Conaster, fighting out of the cell block, but also cross-training at Convicts MMA. In fact, makes a weekly trip from Marktree, Arkansas, home to Missouri to train with convicts. She is a very pleasant young lady. She's only 2-5, but hoping to build on her MMA career, just 19 years of age.
Briannah is a tough fighter. She's an all-around fighter. She's bringing on the ground, stand-up. She's got great length. She's got good muscle. She's got a lot of strength. So one of the things that you can't see that she does have is heart. She doesn't quit. So this is going to be a good fight. Can't wait to watch this one unfold.
Yeah, 7 amateur fights under her belt at the tender age of 19. Nina, we'll see how mean she is. Briannah Conaster. She makes her way into the cage here at Minglewood Hall. Lovely young lady, and she's going to face another lovely young lady. As we get ready to switch up the music, lower the lights, because Miss Dreamin' is on her way. Mandy Polk is the opponent for Briannah Conaster. And Mandy Polk had to pull out of her schedule June at V3FIGHTS versus Amberlyn Orr. I know she's been disappointed at that. She's fired up. She's ready to go. Out of Premier Martial Arts, trains under Chad Chilcutt, and has a lot of experience wrestling. She wrestles with the boys over at Polk High School.
She is totally adapted to the ground styles of fighting. She loves wrestling, she loves jiu-jitsu, and she's been training at Polk High School with all the guys, so I know they like having her there. She puts a different element of training into it. Why wouldn't you?
And a shout out to the wrestling coach, Rod Galvin.
Yes, sir, Rod Galvin, but he's got his boys right, and he's helping Mandy along as well.
Now let's take a look at the tail of the tape for Conaster and Polk. Conaster, as I mentioned, 2-5, just 19-5'8", so she has 3 inches on her opponent, Mandy Polk. A combat style. Meanwhile, Polk just 1-1, so only 2 amateur fights under her belt at the age of 27, 8 years the senior of Conaster. She's 5'5", gives away 3 inches, as I mentioned, and her expertise is in wrestling. So it's the battle of Marktree, Arkansas, and Memphis, Tennessee. Conaster and Polk. Now, let's get the formal introduction with Michael Kelly.
V3 Legion, this bout is brought to you by Game Changer Clothing, in a set for 3 3-minute rounds in the women's flyweight division. And when the bell rings, the referee in charge of the action, the third man in the cage, will be Matt Thomas. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. She wears the black trunks with pink trim. At 5 feet 8 inches, she weighed in at 124.5 pounds. A caged combat fighter with an MMA record of 2 wins and 5 losses. Representing Cell Block and fighting out of Marktree, Arkansas, welcome, Briannah Conaster. And across the cage, her adversary fighting out of the red corner. She wears the black trunks with gray trim. At 5 feet 4.5 inches, she weighed in at 126 pounds. A wrestler with an MMA record of 1 win and 1 loss. Representing Premier, Chilcutt, and Bolton High Wrestling, and fighting out of Memphis, Tennessee, welcome, Misdemeanor Mandy Polk.
So here we go, Conaster
Fighters
and Polk,
to the middle.
and Matt Thomas has
All right, fighters, we went over the rules in the back. Protect yourself at all times. Don't stop until I make you stop. If you get a submission, is there any questions? Any questions? Tap them up. Go to the corners, ladies.
Rick, you may have heard the hesitation in my voice. I'm used to saying the third man in the ring, but he's the only man in the cage, I should say.
Good point, good point.
Women's flyweight division, 125 pounds, Briannah Conaster, Mandy Polk, round 1, here we go. And with the women, you know there's fisticuffs right off.
Oh, yeah, they waste no time. Men like to kind of feel each other out for a second. Women don't care.
Polk is connected 3 different times on a straight right. And Conaster, it'll be a short fight if she doesn't protect herself. Good comeback there by Conaster.
I'll tell you what, both women are getting in her. Conaster has a very interesting style of delivering her punches, but they're still hitting.
Did a better job covering up there, but Polk went to the body instead of the face.
She did, she did.
Oh, Conaster with a little possum move right there. She turned her back and then connected with the left.
Big right by Mandy, though, hits. Conaster throwing the legs, which she needs to be doing. You never turn your back on an opponent.
She's in trouble.
Oh, she needs to turn into her.
And
that was quick.
It's over. Wow.
She got hit hard right in the eye. As you can see, it's swelling up right there.
That was trouble. Once Conaster turned her back, it was only a matter of time before Matt Thomas stepped in. When a fighter can't protect herself or himself, then that's up to the referee to get involved very quickly, or we could have unfortunate injuries and sustain some serious injuries. So Matt Thomas did his job, and unfortunately for Conaster, though, she got hit. She didn't want any part of Mandy Polk, who showed a lot of domination with her right.
Yeah, what I think happened to Briannah is she got either poked or hit right in the eye, and it actually hit the eyeball. That's what she's complaining at right now. That's an extremely painful event, especially when anything actually hits your eye. And I believe that's exactly what happened. So she turned her back and just kept, that's all she could do.
And Rick, let me ask you this. I know that in MMA, like in boxing, if you get hit in the family jewels,
that's the only time they stop it.
It's the only time they stop it. A poke in the eye, an accidental poke, that's not going to stop it, and that's why she turned. She didn't want any part. And again, you can't blame her. Again, she couldn't see there for a moment, but Mandy Polk, give all the credit in the world to her, as she improves to 2-1 with the victory. Now let's give the official time of the first round stoppage with Michael Kelly.
Ladies and gentlemen, here in the V3 cage at Minglewood Hall, we present the official time of 49 seconds into round number 1. Referee Matt Thomas calls a halt to the bout due to strikes. Declaring your winner by TKO victory, Misdemeanor Mandy Polk.
Good performance by Mandy Polk. I know she's fired up to get back into the V3. Situation here with possibly more fights. She had the chance in June. She had to bail out, but she's back and she looked impressive. Let's go to Rick McCracken.
Your winner tonight, Mandy Polk, everybody.
Hey guys. Hey.
I'll tell you what, you drilled her with those punches. She was not ready. And, you know, you went to the body, really good combinations. You came up and hit her in the face, and she turned her back on you. Were you surprised when she turned her back on you?
I was surprised because she also hits pretty hard. So when she turned around, I was thinking maybe she had some other plan to go for a takedown or something like that. And I was ready for that, but I just kept going with what I was doing because it seemed to be working.
Well, you stopped her with that big overhand right that hit her in the same spot. It caught her right in the eye. It turned her around, and you just kind of turned it on when you put her against the cage.
Yeah, I mean, I got tagged more than I would have liked myself. Maybe I should have gone for the takedown, but I know she's a game fighter. She fought in Berlin. She went to the third round with her. I knew she was a good fighter, so I was just glad that she took the fight and I had the opportunity to put on a female show for all my girls out there. You have a right to be here watching these fights. You have a right to be in this cage if you want to.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Mandy, for putting on a show. Great job in the cage. And again, your winner, Mandy Polk.
And what is not to like about Misdemeanor Mandy Polk? I think I said dreamer earlier. Nothing about a dream there. It was a nightmare for Conaster, and certainly reality for Mandy Polk when proved to 2-1. We'll take a quick time out, come back with more exciting action from V3 Fights here on Comcast.